back, beautiful beings, to your daily tarot and guidance reading. My name is TJ, and this reading is for the energies on and around April 30th and May 1st, 2022. This is a pick-a-card style reading using two different decks. We have the Romance Angel Oracle deck, and we also have the Rider Waite Tarot. Now, if you would like, please use the upright position if that's what pertains to you, if that's what resonates with you. And if the reverse positioning of the reading resonates with you, then use that as well. There are two different groups you can choose from. The first group is represented by the Chakra Pyramid, and the second grouping is represented by the Quartz Pyramid. Of course, like usual, you can certainly go into the description box below to click on your timestamp to go directly to your reading, or you can pause the video to see and feel which grouping resonates with you. All right, let's get started with the Chakra Pyramid group. What is your romantic message for the day? So your Romance Angel Oracle card is playfulness, and here you have an angel sitting on a swing with what appears to be a human, and the light emanating from her is also lighting him up in this dark forest. Now this card says, to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit fun to shine. Are you infusing laughter and playfulness and gaiety into your life? And doing so, how will it benefit you? Let's get some clarification. Oh, this is so positive. Oh, I love this. Here you have the Magician card, the second card in the tarot, the major arcana. And this is a card where you're having to use all of your senses, all of your faculties. You're being encouraged to use them in order to manifest the physical world around you, using your inner workings as well. You also have the Four of Wands here, and there's a couple that has appeared to have been married, and they have guests. It could be members of the community, it could be family members, and a stable home in the background. We also have the Sun card, and there's a naked baby, and the sun is shining so brightly on them, highlighting their cuteness and their truthfulness and their innocence. There's also a bed of sunflowers here. So chakra group, I'm definitely getting the indication today that in your romantic sphere, if you were to infuse playfulness, and not only that, but with that, your sense of questioning, inquisitiveness, your curiosity, your authentic self, that it will help to really unify or bring together this union to have a positive result. This couldn't be any more positive, because, you know, when we have the Magician here, we're really being encouraged to use our knowledge, and not only our knowledge, but we're also being encouraged to use our intuition, our mind sphere, our emotional sphere. We're also being encouraged to take into consideration our environment. All things are really considered with the Magician, and you're being encouraged to use all that's in you and all that's around you to benefit or to have the best result from a situation. So when there's playfulness here, when there's love here, you know, you're really working with the highest energy. And here we have the unification of two, but we have Four Wands, so it's almost like you're getting double what you put in, especially when you're working again with that high frequency. And the result here is super positive. You have the Sun card here. So again, there's a emphasis to really focus on the positive things and the positive experiences that can come about when you're choosing to have fun, when you're choosing to have a good time, and not only for you to have a good time, but for those around you to have a good time. When you have the Four of Wands here, you not only have to consider a partner and yourself, but you need to consider the masses, not the masses, but your intimate sphere as well, whomever that involves. So again, chakra group, for your romantic reading, I'm getting a sense that to nourish your romantic life, a sense of playfulness, a sense of gaiety, one that encourages you to use all of your faculties, your inquisiting nature, will help to really bring upon positivity into your romantic sphere. Also, I see that, you know, the unification of this coupling is one that could also benefit whatever intimate sphere each party is connected with. So maybe this will have a positive effect on family outings. Maybe this will have a positive effect on when you know, a group of friends hang out together. Maybe everyone is a little more inspired by the love that you guys have, or perhaps your dynamic that you have with one another, and that encourages positive vibrations. Because here we have the Sun card, and that shows that the focus is on you. So, you know, from you being your authentic self and working on the high frequency of love and laughter, that simply is going to radiate all around you, and the highlight will be on you because you're shining, and you're shining with love. I hope you enjoyed this reading, Chakra Group, and I hope you have a great weekend, and I hope to see you for the next reading. Let's move on to the Crystal Group, the Quartz Group. Your Angel Oracle card is Heart-to-Heart Conversation. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Here you have two people. There's a man and a woman, and the woman's eyes are closed, and the man is looking away. So neither one of them are really looking at things for what they are. They're really not looking at what they need to be looking at. And you have two cherubs who are encouraging them to look at each other and to open their eyes. Let's gain some clarification about how a heart-to-heart conversation will fuel your romantic life. So, Quartz Group, you have the Five of Cups card in reverse. There's a person wearing a black cloak. Their head is bent down low. 3 cups have spilled. 2 are still full. Here we have the Ace of Cups in the upright position. There's a dove. There's a hand outstretched over a body of water, and the water is flowing downwards. Maybe this is cyclical. And here we have the Five of Pentacles. There's an institution here, a church. It's a cold day, and we have 2 people who are injured and perhaps sick. So, Quartz Group, I'm getting the indication today that perhaps you have a sense of loss. And maybe with the sense of loss, you're needing to have a conversation, or you feel like you need to have a conversation, or a conversation is needed. And perhaps one of the things that would benefit you from this conversation is that you're going to be able to see that you haven't lost everything. There are still 2 cups that are full here. You still have divinity here. You still have possibilities here. And you still have things to be grateful here and to work with. You know, when you look at this illustration closely, there's also a bridge on this side that has the 2 cups, meaning an invitation to newer pastures, a new start. So again, with this card, there's an indication of maybe a sense of loss, a sense of sadness, but you're also being encouraged through this conversation to look at what it is that you do have, because there is plenty that you do have. And that plenty is being emphasized by this Ace of Cups card. You know, you have water below, but you also have water coming from the cup, and the cup is ever flowing. It's ever moving. And this shows great abundance. This usually shows the beginnings again of something new, and something that's great. So again, whatever it is that you do have, whatever it is that remains from the things that were shed, are things that are worthwhile, and are things of great value, people of great value even. And here we have the Five of Pentacles. We have 2 5 cards, cards that are often associated with things that are not so positive. But you know what? The thing is, this card, in my interpretation, in many interpretations, really highlights the relationship between institutions and others. So maybe in the institution of family, there was a sense of loss. Maybe someone has passed away. Maybe someone has moved to a different location. But you needn't fear, because what it is that they have left behind, maybe they were feelings, maybe there were ideas. Those are things that are only going to amplify in a very positive way once you get to the nitty-gritty of whatever it is you need to get to the nitty-gritty of. And after you have that conversation, and once again, once you have that conversation, you're going to be clear about your roles in this dynamic. Because with the Five of Pentacles, it's a reminder that without the people, there is no church. And without the church, the people don't have a place where they can gather. Remember, it's a gathering hub. So again, just look at it as an institution. You don't have to be religiously inclined to, see that connection as well. So again, Crystal Quartz Group, I'm getting the indication that perhaps you felt like there was some sort of loss. Perhaps you need to have a conversation with someone, and in having that conversation with someone, you're going to realize that what remains is something that is of great value, and is something that can only multiply and amplify. So even though you have these losses, there's so much more to be gained, and what is to be gained is worthwhile and well-meaning. And it's also a time it's also, in this gain, you're being encouraged to look at the dynamics and those who are affected by this gain, and even these conversations that you need to have. So remember to keep your stakeholders into considerations when you're having these important heart-to-heart conversations in your romantic life. You know, maybe you lost a job. And perhaps if you did, you know, you feel like you're not stable, but you have a solid home life, you have solid family, and you have a solid set of skills, perhaps even. And that's going to allow you to, you know, be in this new place, this new space, and to multiply and amplify maybe your financial even resources. And that will help to bring a sense of stability between your dependents, you and your dependents. And again, if this is strictly romantic without, let's say, dependents like children, you know, maybe in a romantic relationship, again, there were things in your life that were taking energy away from the relationship and things that you love. And now, you know, once you have this conversation with your person, you're really going to be able to see and say, wow, you know, I do have so much, and I have so much I can work with. There's so much potential here, and now I have time and energy to work with this potential. And you'll be able to see how influential it has been on your relationship in the past and going forward. So I hope you enjoyed this weekend reading. It was romantic because I was in the mood. And if you enjoyed this reading, please come back tomorrow. I hope to see you for that one. No matter who you are, no matter where you are, I wish you have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye now.